The legendary Prince of Darkness and pioneer of heavy metal, Ozzy Osbourne, left an unforgettable mark at 76. In the rock world, few names carry a legacy as powerful as his. Ozzy wasn't just an icon, he was a global phenomenon, loved and admired by generations of fans. In his final chapter, life slowed down far more than anyone could have imagined for such a larger-than-life figure. During those quiet days, the man once known for his wild, unpredictable energy stepped away from the spotlight and discovered peace beyond the pursuit of fame. In the end, Ozzy Osbourne's mind wasn't on the stage or the spotlight. His heart focused on one deeply personal wish, something only his wife, Sharon, could make real. It wasn't a fleeting thought, but a sincere desire that shaped his final days and brought him rare peace. If Ozzy's life or music has ever made you laugh, reflect, or feel inspired, take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more moving stories. Comment 1 if you've ever felt connected to Ozzy's legacy, or 0 if you see it differently. Now, let's uncover the touching story behind that final wish and how it brought him comfort in those quiet moments. Just weeks later, the world said goodbye to Ozzy Osbourne, leaving behind not only a groundbreaking musical legacy, but also a life defined by chaos, triumph, and a farewell that touched millions worldwide. As his final chapter unfolded, Ozzy seemed to understand just how precious his remaining time had become. After years living with Parkinson's disease, his health had declined, and he knew the end was near. Through it all, one person remained steadfast by his side, his wife, Sharon Osbourne. She wasn't just his life partner, she was his closest friend and greatest source of strength. Sharon understood exactly what he was facing and never turned away, standing beside him through those quiet, challenging days and doing everything possible to ensure his final chapter was filled with love, peace, and dignity. Ozzy Osbourne's final chapter wasn't just a farewell, it was a testament to Sharon's unwavering devotion to the life they had shared. She endured the pain of watching her husband's strength fade with each passing day, yet never wavered in her promise to honor his wishes. With quiet courage and boundless love, Sharon stayed by Ozzy's side, guiding him through the hardest moments and helping him find peace in their journey together. Though Ozzy could no longer do what once defined him, his final days were deeply meaningful, spent close to loved ones and surrounded by the comfort of Sharon's care. His farewell wasn't merely the close of a remarkable life. It was a powerful tribute to love, loyalty, and the enduring spirit of one of music's most iconic legends. Parkinson's is a relentlessly progressive disease, and for Ozzy Osbourne, it took a heavy toll, especially on his legs, as Sharon once revealed in an interview. While his health struggles were widely known and recovery seemed unlikely, it was still hard to witness someone who once commanded the stage become physically fragile. Yet what stood out most was Ozzy's remarkable mental strength. Even as his body changed, his quick wit and signature humor never left him. Those closest to him often spoke of his warmth and clever jokes, how he could light up a room with laughter. Despite the challenges, Ozzy never lost what made him so beloved, his rare gift for connecting with others, uplifting spirits, and making everyone around him feel at home. Though his body had grown fragile, Ozzy Osbourne's voice, the very essence of his legendary career, remained remarkably strong. Longtime fans were amazed that his vocals still carried the same raw power and defiance that had defined his music for decades. While his physical strength waned, his voice continued to captivate rich, emotional, and unmistakably Ozzy. It served as a powerful reminder that true artistry endures, even through time and challenge. In those quiet moments, his voice became more than sound. It reflected everything he had shared with the world. Through it, Ozzy secured his place in history as an eternal icon, leaving a legacy that will resonate with music lovers for generations to come. It was a striking contrast. Ozzy Osbourne's body grew weaker, yet his spirit seemed driven by something deeper, something beyond himself. As Parkinson's gradually took its toll, he drew on a quiet inner strength that allowed him to face life's final chapter with remarkable grace. Those closest to him noticed a change in his outlook during those last weeks. He became more reflective, more at peace, as if each day was a gentle stroll through the memories of a life lived fearlessly. His conversations with Sharon often revisited the past, the wild years with Black Sabbath, his explosive solo career, and the whirlwind of family life, chaotic at times, yet overflowing with love. If anyone had a story worth remembering, it was Ozzy Osbourne. In those final days, he focused on reflection, not just on what had been, but on what truly mattered, sharing openly the moments he cherished most. Sharon spoke gently about those final conversations, revealing that Ozzy Osbourne had shared a few deeply personal wishes, things he felt he needed to fulfill to find true inner peace. These weren't fleeting thoughts. They were the heartfelt intentions of a man seeking closure, wanting to leave behind a sense of meaning and completeness. Whatever it was, Sharon said, she made it her mission to make it happen. For her, this went beyond caring for her husband. It became a sacred promise, a spiritual vow to honor his wishes and bring him comfort in his final days. During that time, Sharon was more than a devoted wife. She was his anchor, his strength, and the guardian of the legacy Ozzy had spent a lifetime building. It wasn't just a simple request, but a deeply personal final wish, a profound responsibility that Sharon, as his wife, partner, and manager, carried with unwavering grace. This wasn't a small or symbolic act. It was a heartfelt promise she fulfilled with all her love and devotion. For fans around the world, the news of July 22nd felt like an earthquake marking the close of a legendary era in music history. Yet for those who truly knew him, the moment carried a bittersweet sense of peace. Ozzy didn't merely fade from the spotlight. He stepped away on his own terms, leaving behind a legacy built with purpose, passion, and everything he had ever dreamed of achieving. In those final days, Sharon stood steadfast and unshakable, ensuring everything unfolded exactly as Ozzy had wished. With quiet strength and boundless love, she was more than his wife. She was his anchor, the one person who remained by his side to see his deepest wish fulfilled. That time was filled with tenderness and care, creating a gentle space where his hopes were honored and his heart finally found peace. When the moment arrived, it wasn't just an ending, it was a profound, complete, and deeply meaningful farewell, just as Ozzy had envisioned. Ozzy Osbourne's final wish was deeply moving, heartfelt, and profound, fulfilled with unwavering determination and respect for the legacy he had built over a lifetime. Standing beside him, as she had for more than 40 years, was Sharon Osbourne, the woman who made that final wish a reality. Their bond went far beyond marriage. It was an unbreakable partnership that endured public storms, private struggles, and the immense pressures of global fame. Sharon wasn't just his wife, she was his confidant, his manager, and his steadfast presence through every triumph and challenge, especially during the defining moments of his later years. Through every high and low in both their careers and personal lives, Sharon remained a pillar of unwavering love and loyalty. Together, they weathered countless storms, from battles with addiction to the unpredictable chaos of Ozzy's larger-than-life career. Yet within those very struggles, their love deepened, becoming a powerful testament to a partnership grounded in resilience, compassion, and mutual respect. The bond within the Osbourne family stands as a lasting example of facing life's toughest moments, with unity, grace, and a love that grows stronger through every challenge. Sharon isn't just Ozzy Osbourne's wife, she's his manager, his soulmate, and the steady force that kept him grounded through life's toughest storm. Their bond goes beyond love. It's built on loyalty, understanding, and unwavering support. Their story began in the late 1000s 970 seconds, when Sharon's father, Don Arden, managed Black Sabbath. From the start, Sharon, strong, sharp, and full of charisma, formed an instant connection with Ozzy. What began as a spark soon grew into something far greater, built on empathy, trust, and a shared sense of purpose. Sharon wasn't only a devoted partner, she was the one who stood by Ozzy through the chaos of fame, guiding him through his darkest battles and helping him rise again. In 1982, Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne exchanged vows, marking a defining moment in their extraordinary journey together. Through every trial and triumph, their relationship didn't just survive, it grew stronger over time. Their bond has become one of rock's most enduring symbols of love, built on unshakable commitment and countless sacrifices. Together, they've faced everything from career challenges to personal struggles. That deep connection became their anchor, helping them navigate the pressures of fame and the unpredictable chaos of a rock and roll life. Sharon and Ozzy's love story is more than a celebrated marriage. It's a timeless testament to devotion, resilience, and the power of standing side by side, no matter what life brings. Throughout Ozzy Osbourne's long and well-documented struggles with addiction, Sharon remained a constant, unwavering presence by his side. She wasn't just his wife, she was his anchor, the steady force that kept his life and career from falling apart. During the toughest years, when Ozzy faced his most difficult battles, Sharon stood strong, never losing faith in him. Even in the darkest moments, she showed patience and resilience, always encouraging him to keep moving forward. Sharon was more than a partner. She was the grounding force that protected Ozzy's legacy and helped him rise above challenges that claimed so many in the rock world. Her strength and loyalty became the foundation of his survival, both as a man and as an artist. In the years that followed, Sharon became more than a devoted wife. She emerged as a public figure in her own right. From managing Ozzy's solo career to co-starring in the hit MTV reality series The Osbournes, she became deeply involved in both his professional world and their family life. The show offered fans a rare, unfiltered glimpse into the Osbournes' daily lives, and Sharon's resilience shone through, revealing a family built not just on humor, but on genuine love and connection. She wasn't merely managing a rock legend's career, she was fiercely protecting their private moments, ensuring that even under the spotlight of fame, their bond remained unbreakable. Sharon balanced it all: fame and family, chaos and care, with remarkable grace and quiet strength. The Osbournes introduced Ozzy and his family to a whole new generation of fans, people who may not have grown up with his music but were instantly captivated by his humor and the wonderfully chaotic energy of every episode. The show offered more than entertainment. It revealed a side of Ozzy the world had rarely seen: a man who was genuine, relatable, and deeply human. The bond between Ozzy, Sharon, and their children became the heart of the series, showing how they navigated life's highs and lows with laughter, love, and understanding. While Ozzy's music might not have reached everyone, the Osbournes allowed him to connect with millions on a personal level, viewers who saw reflections of their own families in the beautiful, imperfect, and heartwarming moments of his life. As Ozzy Osbourne's health began to decline, his bond with Sharon grew even stronger. In 2003, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a challenge he kept private for many years before publicly sharing it in 2020. The diagnosis brought immense trials, not only for Ozzy but for his entire family. Over time, he faced the harsh realities of the illness, the physical strain, the loss of strength, and the emotional challenge of adapting to a new way of life. For someone who had spent decades commanding the stage with unstoppable energy, it was an especially difficult adjustment. Yet through every setback, Sharon and their family stood firmly by his side, offering love, courage, and reassurance that helped him move forward with dignity and heart. Sharon, who has openly spoken about the emotional weight of watching Parkinson's take its toll on Ozzy, carried much of the burden both emotionally and logistically through those challenging years. She wasn't just his wife, she was his foundation, a steady source of love and strength, always there when he needed her most. Sharon also recognized that their touring days, the electric shows and unforgettable nights on stage had come to an end. After a lifetime of facing every challenge together, she knew it was time for a new chapter. "I've been doing this since I was 15, and now I'm done. We just want to live our lives, do what we want to do, and not be on a schedule anymore," she told Billboard shortly before stepping back from the spotlight. It was a moment of profound acceptance, a realization that their next chapter would no longer revolve around fame, but around peace, presence, and the simple joy of living life together. In several interviews, Sharon softly hinted that Ozzy Osbourne had shared something deeply personal with her, a final wish close to his heart. Though she never revealed the details, it was clear that she was wholly devoted to honoring his desires, ensuring they were fulfilled with love and care. Ozzy's final weeks became about more than goodbyes. They were a time to cherish quiet, meaningful moments with his family and reflect on the legacy he had built over a lifetime. Sharon dedicated herself to keeping their family close, making sure his final chapter was calm and peaceful so Ozzy could rest, knowing that his love, memories, and the mark he left on music would live on for generations to come. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Country music has always been about truth and authenticity, but not every artist finds it easy to live that way. The stories you've heard today are powerful reminders of the courage it takes to be honest, even when the world isn't ready to listen. What do you think about their journeys? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more inspiring stories like this one. See you in the next video. In the later chapters of his life, Ozzy's thoughts became focused on one deeply personal intention, something so meaningful that only his wife, Sharon, could truly honor. This wasn't just a casual request. It was a powerful and intimate desire that brought him a sense of comfort and clarity. If Ozzy Osbourne's legacy has ever moved you, inspired you, or left a mark on your life, take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more unforgettable stories. Drop a 1 in the comments if Ozzy's journey resonates with you, or a 0 if it doesn't. Now, let's explore the emotional story behind the wish that brought Ozzy a profound sense of peace. Reports later claimed that Ozzy Osbourne's story would soon come to a close, leaving behind an unforgettable musical legacy, a lifetime of extreme highs and devastating lows, and a farewell that millions of fans around the world would struggle to process. For many, it felt like the world was preparing to say goodbye to a true rock icon. In those later months, Ozzy reportedly became more aware of how fragile life really is. After years of public battles with Parkinson's disease, his health challenges grew harder, and sources say he understood that every moment mattered. Through it all, Sharon Osbourne never left his side loyal, steady, and unshaken. She wasn't just his spouse. She was his closest ally and the anchor who survived every era with him. Sharon understood the weight of what he was facing long before the rest of the world did, doing everything she could to bring him peace, comfort, and love during that deeply emotional chapter. The later chapter of Ozzy Osbourne's life wasn't just about hardship, it became a moving testament to Sharon's steadfast devotion and the remarkable life they shared. She faced the challenge of supporting her partner through difficult times, while also honoring his most personal wishes with grace and strength. Through everything, Sharon's love remained unwavering. She stood by him every day, navigating the emotional weight while preparing for life's natural transitions. Though Ozzy may have had less energy for the passions he once cherished, his moments were still filled with warmth, surrounded by family, and held in Sharon's deep care. This chapter wasn't merely an ending. It served as a lasting reminder of love, devotion, and the enduring musical legacy that continues to inspire fans around the world. Parkinson's is a relentlessly challenging condition, and it affected many aspects of Ozzy's life, especially his mobility, as Sharon once reflected in an interview. Watching a performer who once commanded the stage with incredible energy face such limitations was deeply moving, yet through it all, one thing remained unchanged: Ozzy's remarkable mental strength. Even as physical challenges arose, his mind stayed sharp, and his signature sense of humor never faded. Friends and family often recalled a brilliant man who, even in the toughest moments, could light up a room with laughter. Ozzy continued to crack jokes and deliver clever remarks, using his wit to uplift those around him and maintain joy, no matter the hardships he faced. Even as life's challenges tested him, Ozzy's voice, the iconic instrument that cemented his place in music history, remained remarkably powerful. Longtime fans continued to marvel at how it carried the same raw emotion and energy that had defined his career for decades, a testament to the extraordinary talent he shared with the world. Though appearances may have changed over the years, that unmistakable voice stayed just as captivating, strong, moving, and unforgettable. It stands as living proof of Ozzy Osbourne's enduring musical gift, a legacy that will resonate for generations. A true legend, whose sound transcends time and whose influence on music remains eternal. It was a striking contrast, a man whose physical challenges were evident, yet whose spirit remained anchored in something far greater than himself. As life tested him, Ozzy revealed a quiet resilience that carried him through difficult times. Those closest to him noticed a shift in his demeanor as he grew more introspective and thoughtful, reflecting on each moment with a deeper sense of meaning. Conversations with Sharon often turned to memories of his incredible journey, the wild ride with Black Sabbath, the triumphs of his solo career, and the unpredictable, love-filled life they had shared. If anyone had stories worth telling, it was Ozzy Osbourne. Through it all, he spent time cherishing a life filled with music, adventure, and love, while embracing the present with calm and reflection. Sharon spoke softly about their private conversations, sharing that Ozzy had opened up about a few meaningful things he wanted to address before moving forward with life's next chapter. These weren't casual reflections, they were heartfelt intentions from a man seeking closure and inner peace. Whatever it was, Sharon said, I made it my mission to make sure it happened. For her, this went far beyond being a partner. It became a sacred commitment, a promise to support Ozzy in finding the calm and balance he sought. During this time, Sharon was more than just his wife. She was his unwavering source of strength, standing beside him through every moment and honoring the remarkable legacy he had built over a lifetime. This wasn't a simple request, it was a deeply personal wish, one that Sharon embraced not only as his wife and partner, but also as the steadfast manager who had stood by his side for decades. It was no small responsibility. It was a profound commitment she carried with unwavering love and devotion. For fans around the world, the news of Ozzy's later chapters touched hearts deeply, the story of a true musical icon. But for those closest to him, it was more than reflection. It came with a sense of quiet understanding. Ozzy approached life with intention, choosing his path with thoughtfulness and resolve. His journey wasn't just the end of a story, it was the culmination of a life fully lived, marked by music, passion, and the remarkable legacy he shared with the world. During his later days, Sharon never left his side, ensuring that everything unfolded in line with his wishes. With steadfast strength and endless love, she was far more than a devoted wife. She was the one who helped him honor his deepest intentions. Those days were filled with care, protection, and quiet purpose, as every detail was handled with thoughtfulness and devotion. His final chapter wasn't simply an ending, it was a meaningful, heartfelt, and complete reflection of a life lived on his own terms. Ozzy Osbourne's deeply personal wish carried the weight of a lifetime, and it was honored with the same strength, love, and respect that had always defined him. The woman who made it possible was Sharon Osbourne, his partner for over 40 years. Their bond went far beyond marriage. It was a powerful partnership that endured every challenge, every personal struggle, and the relentless demands of global fame. Sharon wasn't just his wife. She was his closest ally, his manager, and the constant presence in his life. Even through the most difficult times, she stood by him, offering support, courage, and unwavering devotion every step of the way. Through all the highs and lows of both their personal lives and careers, Sharon has shown steadfast love and devotion. Together, they faced countless challenges from personal struggles to the unpredictable twists in Ozzy's career. Yet it was through those very trials that their bond grew even stronger, becoming a true testament to perseverance, compassion, and mutual respect. The Osbourne family's journey serves as a powerful reminder that even in life's most difficult moments, love and resilience can guide us through, and every obstacle they faced only deepened the remarkable connection they shared. Sharon has always been more than just Ozzy's wife. She's his manager, soulmate, and in many ways, the anchor who kept him steady through life's toughest challenges. Their bond was built not only on love, but on unwavering loyalty and support. They first met in the late 1970s when Sharon's father, Don Arden, managed Black Sabbath. From the start, Sharon, strong, intelligent, and full of charisma, shared a rare and undeniable connection with Ozzy. Their relationship went beyond romance. It was rooted in deep empathy and mutual understanding. As Ozzy navigated personal and professional challenges, Sharon stood beside him not only as a loving partner, but as the guiding force who helped him move through life's most difficult chapters. In 1982, Sharon and Ozzy were married, marking a defining moment in both of their lives. Over the years, they faced countless challenges, yet their relationship remained steadfast, growing stronger with time. Their bond has become one of the most iconic partnerships in rock history, built on unwavering commitment, resilience, and mutual support. From career shifts to personal trials, they've faced it all side by side. That deep connection has served as their anchor, helping them navigate the pressures of fame and the unpredictable life of a rock legend. Sharon and Ozzy's partnership isn't just a famous marriage, it stands as a lasting symbol of love that endures through every obstacle and storm. Throughout life's most challenging moments, Sharon remained by Ozzy's side, not just as his wife, but as his unwavering source of strength. She was the steady presence that helped him keep his life and career on track. During the toughest times, when personal struggles threatened to overwhelm, Sharon never walked away. Her loyalty and support never faltered. She stood firm, offering patience, guidance, and a constant reminder that he could persevere through it all. Sharon wasn't just a partner in love, she was the one who helped him stay true to his path, his identity, and his purpose, even when the world seemed uncertain. Her steadfast devotion made all the difference. In the years that followed, Sharon became much more than a devoted wife. She grew into a respected public figure in her own right. From managing Ozzy's solo career to co-producing the groundbreaking MTV series The Osbournes, Sharon played a central role in every facet of his personal and professional life. The show offered viewers an inside look at their unique family dynamic, and through it all, Sharon's strength and authenticity shone brightly. She shaped the Osbourne image into something both entertaining and heartfelt, relatable to fans around the world. Beyond managing his career, she fiercely protected their private moments, ensuring that despite the demands of fame, their love, unity, and deep family bond remained steadfast. The Osbournes introduced the family to a whole new generation of fans, many of whom weren't necessarily familiar with Ozzy's music, but were drawn to his relatable humor and the lively charm of their everyday life. The show offered more than just laughs. It revealed a different side of Ozzy, down to earth, vulnerable, and deeply human. At its heart, The series highlighted the bond between Ozzy, Sharon, and their children, showing how they faced life's ups and downs with empathy, love, and a healthy dose of humor. Even for those who didn't grow up with his music, the Osbournes made Ozzy approachable, a figure people connected with not just as a rock icon, but as a father, husband, and human being. Through these genuine, heartfelt moments, the Osbourne family left a lasting impression on millions of viewers. As Ozzy faced life's challenges, the bond within his family only grew stronger. Over the years, he encountered difficult moments that tested both his body and spirit. Once known for his electrifying presence and unstoppable energy on stage, Ozzy had to navigate a slower, more reflective chapter of life. Yet through every challenge, Sharon and their children remained steadfast, providing the unwavering support, love, and encouragement that gave him strength, hope, and the determination to persevere. Their closeness and devotion became the foundation that helped him navigate even the toughest moments with courage and resilience. Sharon, who spoke openly about the emotional weight of supporting Ozzy through life's challenges, carried much of the responsibility during those years. More than a devoted wife, she became his rock, an unwavering pillar of strength, always present when he needed her most. She was the first to recognize that the days of touring, the electrifying shows, roaring crowds, and magic of the stage had changed. After a lifetime of facing every challenge together, she understood it was time to embrace a new chapter. "I've been doing this since I was 15, and now I'm done. We just want to live our lives, do what we want, and not be on a schedule anymore," she shared in an interview with Billboard, reflecting on the life they were building together. In interviews, Sharon shared that Ozzy had confided in her about something deeply personal he hoped to accomplish. Though she never revealed the specifics, her commitment to supporting his wishes was clear and unwavering. This chapter of their lives wasn't just about farewells, it was about cherishing time with family and honoring the legacy he had spent a lifetime building. Sharon worked tirelessly to keep loved ones close, giving Ozzy the comfort of knowing he was surrounded by those who mattered most. In doing so, she helped ensure that his story, his influence, and the love they shared would be remembered for generations to come. What if the stars you've always admired, the ones who've captivated us with their beauty, talent, and charisma, weren't exactly who you thought they were? Behind the fame, the red carpets, and those radiant smiles lies a truth that reshaped Hollywood forever. These 12 remarkable Black celebrities have shown extraordinary courage by embracing their authentic selves and living their truth with pride and strength. Their journeys shattered boundaries, challenged stereotypes, and redefined what it means to be truly free. Some kept their truth private for years, while others chose to share it openly with the world, but each of them has left an unforgettable mark on history. Are you ready to uncover the powerful stories that Hollywood once kept behind closed doors? Leave a 1-inch in the comments if you believe these are the true icons of courage and authenticity. If you're still deciding, drop a 0 and share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button to support the channel. And now, let's dive into these groundbreaking stories. Long before society began openly discussing gender identity, Jackie Shane was already living her truth beneath the neon glow of 1,960 seconds R&B stages. Born on the 15th of May 1940, in Nashville, Tennessee, Jackie came into a world that had little room for difference. Though assigned male at birth, she soon realized that her identity transcended the limits of the body she was born into. Music became her source of strength, her voice, a powerful instrument of resistance and self-expression. After moving to Toronto in the late 1950 seconds, Jackie embraced life as the woman she had always known herself to be: bold, confident, and unapologetically authentic. In a time when society wasn't ready to understand or accept her, she didn't just survive, she shined, commanding the stage with a magnetic presence and a sound that blended soul, truth, and defiance. Jackie's breakthrough came through her electrifying performances in Toronto's R&B clubs, where she quickly became a sensation, combining the raw energy of James Brown with the soulful elegance of Billie Holiday. Her 1962 single, Any Other Way, became a hit across Canada, solidifying her place in the country's vibrant soul music scene. But Jackie was more than just an extraordinary performer. She was a living symbol of resilience, authenticity, and freedom, fearlessly expressing her truth in an era when few dared to do so. Behind her immense talent was a story of constant struggle. As a Black transgender woman, Jackie faced prejudice from multiple fronts, both racial and gender-based. Yet, she never hid or apologized for who she was. She refused to justify her identity, choosing instead to live boldly and unapologetically. In every interview, Jackie affirmed her womanhood and her right to exist authentically, no matter how the world viewed her. Her life became a powerful symbol of freedom, resilience, and the courage to live one's truth. After stepping away from the stage in the early 1970s, rumors of her death began to circulate. In reality, Jackie had simply chosen peace over public scrutiny, retreating from the spotlight but leaving behind a timeless musical legacy that continues to inspire generations. In the 2010 seconds, Jackie's legacy finally received the recognition it had long deserved. Her album, Any Other Way, was re-released and earned a Grammy nomination in 2018, introducing her powerful voice to a new generation. In her final interviews, Jackie spoke with serenity and pride, saying, "I lived my life the way I wanted to, and I never hurt anyone." She passed away in 2019, leaving behind more than just a musical legacy. She left a timeless message of resilience, self-respect, and authenticity. Jackie Shane became an icon for all who dared to live truthfully, fearlessly, and unapologetically. Her story reminds us that real strength comes from courage, self-love, and the freedom to be who we are. Jackie Shane was not only a legend in music, but in life itself, a shining example that living authentically is the greatest victory of all. Born on the 22nd of October 1977 in Miami, Florida, as Madison Hinton, her life is a powerful story of resilience, courage, and triumph over societal limitations. Raised in a conservative Black family, Madison knew from an early age that her true self didn't fit within the narrow expectations placed upon her. As a teenager, she embraced her femininity with confidence and authenticity, refusing to hide who she was. But her truth came at a heavy cost. At just 16, after coming out to her family, Madison was forced out of her home, left to face homelessness and unemployment in a world that offered little compassion to young Black transgender women. Yet she refused to be defeated. Turning pain into purpose, Madison transformed every hardship into fuel for change, vowing that her circumstances would never define her destiny. Madison entered the adult entertainment industry not as a sign of defeat, but as a deliberate and empowering choice. She used it as a means to fund her transition and reclaim control over her own image in a world that often sought to define or diminish her. It was not surrender, it was self-determination, a declaration of freedom and agency. Her path to mainstream recognition began in 2013, when she started sharing candid and hilarious videos on Vine and YouTube. With her sharp wit, authenticity, and fearless charisma, Madison quickly built a loyal following. No longer living in the shadows, she began crafting her own empire and narrative. By 2016, Tease Madison had become a cultural force, featured in HBO's The Trans List, and celebrated across major media outlets for her advocacy, humor, and unapologetic visibility. A defining moment in Madison's career came in 2021, when she made history as the first Black transgender woman to produce and star in her own reality series, The T.S. Madison Experience, on WE.tv. The show was more than just entertainment. It was a groundbreaking portrayal of authenticity, ambition, and empowerment within the Black transgender community. Through it, audiences witnessed the real story of a businesswoman, a daughter, and an activist. All in one, someone who was boldly redefining her identity, reclaiming her narrative, and reshaping her legacy in real time. Although Madison's journey has been filled with challenges, she has always turned her experiences into a source of empowerment for others. Using her social media platforms, she speaks passionately about LGBTQ+ rights, racial justice, and body positivity, encouraging her followers to embrace themselves fully. She constantly reminds people that self-worth isn't determined by gender, appearance, or society's expectations. One of her most inspiring quotes perfectly captures her philosophy. "My transition is not just physical, it's spiritual. I have become the person I always wanted to be." In 2020, Madison co-hosted The Queen's Supreme Court alongside Tiffany New York Pollard, blending comedy, social commentary, and her signature unapologetic wit. Her influence soon expanded beyond digital media. She made memorable appearances in films such as Zola 2020 and Bros 2022, and even collaborated with Beyoncé on the 2022 album Renaissance, marking her arrival on the global cultural stage. Madison's journey is not one of victimhood, but of victory. She transformed rejection into resilience, criticism into confidence, and pain into power. Her life stands as living proof of the strength found in authenticity and self-liberation. Though being true to oneself often comes with challenges, Madison shows that authenticity remains the purest and most unstoppable form of freedom. Born on the 28th of November 1980, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Angelica Ross has lived many lives and worn many titles: musician, actress, tech entrepreneur, and activist. She is not just a survivor, but a shining symbol of resilience, creativity, and transformation. Raised in a deeply religious family, Angelica was assigned male at birth and faced intense pressure to conform to traditional masculine expectations. When she came out as transgender, her honesty was met with rejection and cruelty, leading to her being kicked out of her home at just 17. Though devastating, that moment sparked a fire within her, the determination to rebuild her life on her own terms. After a short period in the U.S. Navy, Angelica began her transition, committed to living authentically. Yet, the world offered little space or opportunity for transgender women, especially Black transgender women, and she had to fight relentlessly to survive and carve out her own path forward. Refusing to let despair define her, Angelica took control of her future by teaching herself programming and web design. Her determination and self-taught skills led her to found TransTech Social Enterprises in 2014, a groundbreaking organization dedicated to providing technology, training, and job opportunities for the LGBTQ+ community, with a special focus on transgender individuals facing employment discrimination. Through TransTech, Angelica has empowered thousands by transforming isolation into innovation and adversity into opportunity, proving that access to knowledge can be a powerful tool for freedom and equality. In 2018, Angelica Ross captivated audiences with her unforgettable portrayal of Candy Ferocity in Ryan Murphy's groundbreaking series Pose. Her performance as the resilient ballroom queen moved viewers around the world, and the character's emotional storyline became one of the most powerful moments in the show's history. She went on to deliver standout performances in American Horror Story, 1984, and AHS, double feature, earning widespread praise for her range, authenticity, and emotional depth. Beyond her success in film and television, Angelica has established herself as a visionary leader and advocate. As a speaker and entrepreneur, she has shared her insights at TED Talks, exploring the intersections of race, gender, and technology. In 2020, she made history as the first openly transgender woman to host a direct meeting with the President of the United States, further cementing her legacy as a trailblazer who bridges activism, innovation, and representation with grace and purpose. Angelica's courage, brilliance, and empathy have made her one of the most respected voices in both Hollywood and the fight for social justice. She is far more than a performer. She is a visionary force of creativity, compassion, and change. From homelessness to Hollywood, From teaching herself to code to walking the red carpet, Angelica has proven that transition is not merely a physical journey but a profound spiritual evolution. Her story is not defined by pain but by power, resilience, and imagination. Through her voice and leadership, Angelica continues to shape a future where transgender people are not only seen but celebrated, a future where they can thrive, create, and live fully, not just survive. Born on the 29th of May 1972 in Mobile, Alabama, Laverne Cox grew up in a world that labeled her as different, long before she could understand why. Assigned male at birth and raised by a devoted single mother, she endured relentless bullying and humiliation for expressing her femininity. Her childhood, marked by pain and confusion, also became the foundation of her extraordinary resilience. Laverne found solace in the performing arts, especially in dance and storytelling, where she could embody the freedom and authenticity she was denied in daily life. Her love for art soon became both her weapon and her sanctuary. After attending the Alabama School of Fine Arts and later graduating from Marymount Manhattan College, Laverne moved to New York City to pursue acting. But her early years in the industry were filled with rejection and misunderstanding, as casting directors often failed to see her beyond stereotypes or simply refused to give her a chance. Laverne's career-defining breakthrough came in 2013 when she was cast as Sophia Bursette, a transgender inmate and hairstylist in the groundbreaking Netflix series Orange is the New Black. Her portrayal went far beyond performance. It was a deeply human exploration of identity, resilience, and grace. Laverne infused Sophia with humor, warmth, and emotional depth, making her one of the most beloved and impactful characters in modern television. The role transformed Laverne's career and made history in the process. In 2014, she became the first openly transgender person ever nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award in an acting category, a monumental moment for representation. That same year, she appeared on the cover of Time magazine under the headline "The Transgender Tipping Point," cementing her place as a cultural trailblazer and a symbol of visibility, progress, and possibility. Not stopping there, Laverne went on to make even more history, winning a Daytime Emmy Award as the executive producer of the documentary Laverne Cox Presents: The T Word. This achievement further cemented her legacy as both a groundbreaking artist and a force for change in the entertainment industry. Beyond her on-screen success, Laverne has become one of the most influential advocates for transgender visibility, gender equality, and racial justice. She actively collaborates with organizations like GLAAD and the Human Rights Campaign, using her platform to amplify voices that too often go unheard. Through her work, Laverne continues to challenge stereotypes, educate audiences, and inspire countless people to live authentically and fearlessly. Laverne also made history as the first transgender person to be immortalized in wax at Madame Tussauds, and she graced the cover of Cosmopolitan South Africa, marking another milestone in visibility and representation. Her life is not defined by hardship, but by triumph. Laverne Cox has opened doors once firmly closed, proving that representation is not only powerful, it's revolutionary. Through her courage, intelligence, and extraordinary talent, she hasn't just contributed to history, she has helped rewrite it. Today, Laverne stands as a living symbol of resilience, freedom, and equality, inspiring generations to embrace authenticity and believe that change begins with visibility and self-acceptance. There are some secrets in Hollywood that even the spotlight can't hide forever. Behind all the glitz and glamour, you'll find surprising family ties. Familiar faces you might have thought belonged to one person are actually two. Siblings sharing the same stage and camera glow. Have you ever wondered which well-known stars have brothers or sisters who are also shining beside them, yet rarely mentioned? Sometimes, it's not just about individual fame, but the fascinating connections within families, like a quiet kind of magic happening right in front of us. Today, we're diving into that hidden world and uncovering famous Hollywood sibling duos you might not have noticed before. And hey, if you know any stories we missed, drop them in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of the secrets we uncover from the world of film and entertainment. If you found this story interesting and you agree, drop a 1-inch the comments. And if you're still on the fence, leave a 0. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to show your support and help us keep bringing you more amazing stories. Kiefer Sutherland, born on the 21st of December 1966, in London and raised in Canada, is one of the most acclaimed television actors in the world. He's best known for his iconic role as Jack Bauer in the hit series 242001 2010, which earned him an Emmy Award, a Golden Globe, and 2 Screen Actors Guild Award. At its peak, 24 drew more than 12 million viewers and redefined the action thriller genre on television. Beyond his success on the small screen, Kiefer has delivered powerful performances in films like Stand By Me 1986, A Few Good Men 1992, and Melancholia 2011, cementing a remarkable career that spans over 4 decades. Known for his intense presence and portrayals of tough, complex characters, Kiefer Sutherland has built a lasting legacy as one of the most respected figures in global entertainment. Kiefer's half-brother, Rossif Sutherland, born on the 25th of September 1978, has forged his own successful path in the entertainment industry. He has earned multiple awards and widespread recognition for his performances in the Canadian television series Reign 2013, 2017, and the film Hyena Road 2015. Known for his subtle, emotionally rich acting style, Ross has received several Canadian Screen Award nominations, establishing himself as one of the most respected Canadian actors of his generation. Through his work in both film and television, he has built a strong reputation for choosing roles that balance depth, authenticity, and artistic integrity. Both Kiefer and Rossif are sons of the legendary actor Donald Sutherland, from whom they inherited a profound love for storytelling and the art of performance. While their careers have taken different directions, they share the same creative foundation and dedication to their craft. Kiefer has made his mark as a powerhouse in global television, while Rossif has earned critical acclaim for his work in film and TV dramas. Despite their distinct paths, both continue to uphold the Sutherland family's extraordinary artistic legacy, each representing excellence in their own way. Kevin Bacon, born on the 8th of July 1958 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is a highly acclaimed actor whose career spans more than 45 years and over 90 films. He became a pop culture icon with his breakout role in Footloose 1984, a massive hit that earned more than $80 million in North America. Kevin went on to deliver powerful performances in films such as Apollo 131995, Mystic River 2003, and Frost Nixon 2008. His impressive body of work has earned him both a Golden Globe Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award, securing his place as one of America's most respected film and television actors. Beyond acting, Kevin also explores his musical side through projects with his brother, Michael Bacon. Michael Bacon, born on the 22nd of December 1949, is an accomplished musician and composer celebrated for his award-winning documentary scores for PBS and HBO. Throughout his career, he has earned multiple Daytime Emmy Awards for his exceptional work in television music. Known for blending elements of rock, folk, and Americana, Michael's compositions are admired for their depth and emotional storytelling. In 1995, he and his brother Kevin formed the Bacon Brothers, a musical duo that has released more than 10 studio albums and performed hundreds of live shows across the United States and Europe. Beyond his technical skill, Michael is cherished for his ability to tell meaningful stories through music, connecting audiences through authenticity and heart. Both Kevin and Michael grew up in a creative family. Their father was a renowned architect, and their mother was a dedicated teacher. While each chose a different artistic path, their shared passion for creativity has led to unique and inspiring collaborations. Kevin expresses emotion and storytelling through his film roles, while Michael brings stories to life through his music. Together, they form a powerful blend of cinema and sound, showcasing how two art forms can beautifully intersect and complement one another. Johnny Depp, born on the 9th of June 1963 in Owensboro, Kentucky, is widely regarded as one of the most versatile and transformative actors of his generation. Known for his immersive performances and ability to completely disappear into his characters, he has appeared in more than 90 films, earning over $10 billion at the global box office. Depp became a worldwide icon through his unforgettable portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean series 2003-2017, which grossed more than $4.5 billion. Over his career, he has received 3 Academy Award nominations and won a Golden Globe for his outstanding work in films such as Finding Neverland 2004 and Sweeney Todd 2007. With his bold artistic choices and commitment to complex roles, Johnny Depp has left a profound mark on modern cinema. While Johnny became a dominant force on the big screen, his half-brother, Daniel Depp, born on the 14th of November 1953, pursued a different creative path as a novelist and screenwriter. Drawing inspiration from the noir genre, Daniel has written acclaimed works such as Loser's Town 2009 and Babylon Nights 2010, which explore the darker side of Hollywood and the complexities of human ambition. His sharp storytelling and vivid portrayal of moral gray areas have earned him both critical praise and a devoted following among crime fiction readers. Raised in a creative household, both brothers developed a deep appreciation for storytelling and imagination, each expressing it through their own artistic medium. Though Johnny and Daniel chose different artistic paths, Johnny through film and Daniel through literature, both are drawn to exploring complex characters and moral ambiguity in their work. Their storytelling reflects a shared creative curiosity and a deep understanding of human nature, each using their own medium to capture the nuances of life and the world from a unique perspective. Kate Hudson, born on the 19th of April 1979 in Los Angeles, California, is an Oscar-nominated actress celebrated for her lively, magnetic performances on screen. She rose to fame with Almost Famous 2000, a role that earned her a Golden Globe and an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Over more than 2 decades, Kate has starred in a string of successful films, including How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days 2003, Bride Wars 2009, and Glass Onion 2022. Beyond acting, she's also a savvy entrepreneur co-founding the activewear brand Fabletics, which generates over $500 million in annual revenue. Kate's multifaceted career highlights not only her acting talent, but also her creativity, drive, and strong business instincts. Kate's brother, Oliver Hudson, born on the 7th of September 1976, has also built an impressive career in television. He's best known for his role as Adam Rhodes in Rules of Engagement, 2007, 2013, as well as his performances in Nashville, 2013, 2015, and Splitting Up Together, 2018, 2019. In addition to acting, Oliver has explored producing, further expanding his creative reach within the entertainment industry. Known for his natural charm and the perfect balance of humor and heart he brings to his roles, Oliver has earned a lasting place in the hearts of television audiences. As the children of legendary actress Goldie Hawn and musician Bill Hudson, Kate and Oliver inherited a deep passion for the arts, but chose to express their creativity through different paths. Kate has shined on the big screen and in business, seamlessly combining talent and entrepreneurship, while Oliver has left a strong mark on television with his warmth, wit, and emotional depth. Together, they continue their family's artistic legacy, each contributing uniquely to the world of entertainment. Dakota Johnson, born on the 4th of October 1989 in Austin, Texas, is a talented actress and producer who's made a big mark on modern cinema. She first gained worldwide fame for playing Anastasia Steele in the 50 Shades trilogy 2015-2018, which earned over $1.3 billion globally. But Dakota's career goes far beyond that blockbuster success. She's proven her range and depth through standout performances in critically acclaimed films like Suspiria 2018, The Lost Daughter 2021, and Cha Cha Real Smooth 2022, earning praise for her emotional honesty and subtle, layered acting. While Dakota has made her mark in film, her half-sister, Grace Johnson, born on the 28th of December 1999, is carving out her own path in the fashion world. A rising star in modeling, Grace is signed with IMG Models and has walked the runway for top designers like Versace and Carolina Herrera. She's also been featured in major fashion magazines such as Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. With her mix of sophistication and youthful charm, Grace is quickly becoming one of the most promising new faces in high fashion. Both Dakota and Grace are daughters of actor Don Johnson, sharing a creative legacy but expressing their talents in completely different ways. While each has followed her own artistic path, their bond is clearly strong. Dakota often praises Grace for her elegance and natural talent, and Grace, in turn, calls her sister a true inspiration, someone who guides and supports her both personally and professionally. Nicolas Cage, born Nicholas Kim Coppola on the 7th of January 1964 in Long Beach, California, is one of Hollywood's most unique and fearless actors. Over a career spanning more than 4 decades and 110 films, Cage has firmly secured his place in the movie world. He won an Academy Award for his powerful performance in Leaving Las Vegas 1995, and went on to star in major hits like National Treasure 2004 and Face Off 1997. With his films earning over $6 billion worldwide, Cage's impact on modern cinema is undeniable. Known for his bold choices and one-of-a-kind acting style, Nicolas Cage has become a true icon not just in Hollywood, but around the globe. Nicolas Cage's brother, Christopher Coppola, born on the 31st of May 1962, is a respected director, producer, and educator. While he may not be as widely known as his brother, Christopher has built an impressive career in the film world. He's directed more than a dozen feature films, including Deadfall 1993 and The Creature of the Sunny Side Up Trailer Park 2004. Known for his creative vision and unique storytelling style, Christopher constantly pushes the boundaries of cinema. Outside of filmmaking, he shares his passion for the craft as a film professor at the San Francisco Art Institute, where he inspires and mentors the next generation of filmmakers. Both Nicholas and Christopher were raised in a remarkably creative family. Their uncle is the legendary director Francis Ford Coppola. Although they share a deep love for storytelling, their paths in the industry are quite different. Nicholas captivates audiences on screen with his bold, unforgettable performances, while Christopher brings stories to life behind the camera, influencing cinema through his films and his work as an educator. Which sibling duo surprised you the most? And who do you think we should feature in our next video? If you spot any details that could be improved, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Your feedback helps us keep getting better and bring you even more amazing stories. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Stay tuned, more fascinating stories are on the way. In this video, we dive into the untold stories of 19 African-American LGBTQ+ artists whose lives ended in some of Hollywood's most tragic ways. Many of them navigated a world that wasn't ready to embrace their true selves. Some of these stories will shock you and make you question, could that really be them? Did you know one rock and roll icon rushed into marriage with a woman, only to be betrayed by a secret lover? Or that some artists passed away in such deep loneliness that even their own families didn't attend their funerals? Behind the iconic music and glittering careers lie shocking secrets finally revealed. If you believe these stories need to be heard, drop a 1-inch the comments below. If you have a different perspective or want to share your thoughts, leave a 0. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Let's dive into these stories together. Kenny Green, the R&B star without a funeral, was a defining voice of the 1990 seconds. With his smooth vocals and exceptional songwriting talent, he helped create timeless hits for artists like Mary J. Blige, including Reminisce and Love No Limit. Yet behind the spotlight, Kenny carried a pain he could not reveal. He was bisexual. In an R&B world steeped in prejudice, coming out could have meant career suicide. So Kenny lived in the shadows, loving and pursuing his passions in secret. At the end of 1995, on a cold night in Brooklyn, Kenny reunited with a former lover. In a moment of weakness, they shared embraces filled with regret, but it would be the last time Kenny could live openly with his emotions. Months later, unusual symptoms emerged, and by the summer of 2001, he was hospitalized. Doctors revealed that he had contracted HIV AIDS in its final stage. Fearing it would damage the reputation of the group Intro, Kenny kept his illness a secret even from his own family. Lying in his hospital bed as his health rapidly declined, he finally spoke his truth in a heartfelt interview. "I love who I want to love. I have no regrets." But it was too late. On the 1st of October 2001, Kenny Green passed away at Mount Sinai Hospital. The greatest heartbreak came when his family, fearing public judgment, refused to hold a funeral. No parents or siblings stood by his casket in mourning. Only a few close friends and colleagues arranged a simple farewell. On a cold autumn afternoon in a suburban Brooklyn cemetery, among silent graves and the wind whistling through bare trees, Kenny was laid to rest. The tragic end of a man who brought music and light to countless hearts, yet was rejected by the world, stands as a powerful reminder of the injustice faced by members of the LGBTQ+ community. Langston Hughes, one of the greatest poets of the Harlem Renaissance, gifted the world timeless works like The Weary Blues 1926. Yet behind his moving poems and powerful voice lay private truths few ever knew. Throughout his life, Hughes kept hidden a profound love for County Cullen, a close friend he cared for deeply but could never publicly acknowledge. One spring evening in 1943, at a gathering of literary figures, Langston and County shared whispered words full of emotion. But the moment turned tragic when Langston left and saw County holding hands with another woman. The sight shattered his heart, making him feel as if everything he cherished had slipped away. Overwhelmed by pain, betrayal, and loneliness, he struggled to cope. Though Langston Hughes's career continued to flourish, sorrow and disappointment had taken deep root in his soul. Every sacrifice, every poem he wrote, felt hollow without the true love he longed for. Severe depression haunted him for the rest of his life. As his health declined from prostate cancer, Langston Hughes passed away on the 22nd of May 1967, in solitude. No one was by his side, leaving only silent verses and unfulfilled hopes. After his death, rumors emerged of an unpublished collection of love poems, containing words that revealed Hughes's deepest secrets. Yet his heirs quickly suppressed them to protect the image he had carefully maintained throughout his life. Langston Hughes's story is not only that of a brilliant poet but also a lesson in unspoken love and the pain of hidden truths. The reality behind his verses reflects profound sacrifice and an incomplete journey, but it also stands as a powerful reminder that art can convey what words alone cannot. The story of Octavia St. Laurent is a heart-rending testament to the search for love and the heavy weight of societal prejudice. In the late 1980s, Octavia rose as a fashion icon, becoming a shining star on the catwalk and a symbol of hope for the LGBTQ+ community. Her name drew attention to discrimination and bias against gender identity. Yet, like so many transgender individuals, Octavia endured solitude and private struggles that few could truly understand. Over the years, Octavia found love, a brief but passionate romance that made her believe ultimate happiness was possible. Yet that love was fleeting, and she came to realize that for a transgender person like herself, love was often denied and never easy. The pain of rejection, the feeling of being cast aside by the world, and crushing loneliness dimmed her light. The catwalks and audience applause no longer held meaning. When cancer ravaged her body, Octavia sank deeper into solitude, enduring her final days quietly in her Harlem apartment. On the 17th of May 2009, she passed away in silence, her eyes wide with despair, leaving behind a world that could never fully comprehend all that she had endured. Octavia's story serves as a poignant reminder that the longing for love and the freedom to live authentically is not always granted to transgender individuals. She passed away in silence, with no one left to say goodbye. A life once full of light ultimately faded into the darkness of loneliness and rejection. Melvin Dixon, one of the most talented and groundbreaking writers of his generation, left a lasting mark on Black LGBTQ+ literature. Through his novels and poetry, he illuminated the struggles of the LGBTQ+ community and spoke powerfully against prejudice and racial discrimination. Yet Melvin's life was not defined solely by his successes. It was also a tragic story of abandonment, loss, and profound loneliness. The love Melvin Dixon shared with Richard Howard faded as AIDS ravaged his body. As his physical strength declined, his spirit slowly crumbled, especially as friends and loved ones turned away. Abandoned amid pain and loneliness, he fought the cruel disease in silence. Even the writings he poured his heart into about discrimination, prejudice, and the struggles of the LGBTQ+ community were largely ignored, met instead with rejection from the academic world. On the 26th of October, 1992, as autumn leaves quietly fell outside his window, Melvin Dixon passed away in complete solitude. His death came without the presence of loved ones, without a single farewell, leaving only silence and a private world the public would never fully understand. His final novel manuscript was destroyed, deemed too honest and revealing for a society not yet ready to confront it. Melvin Dixon's story is not only one of immense talent, but also a painful lesson in loss, neglect, and betrayal by those who once celebrated him. His abandonment and quiet passing stand as a testament to the hardships faced by many in the LGBTQ+ community lives, filled with pain and sacrifice that often go unrecognized and misunderstood by society. Essex Hemphill, a gifted poet of the 1980 seconds, brought the world deeply emotional and thought-provoking poetry that reflected his inner struggles and heartfelt emotions. His verses carried the pain and tragedy of a love that could never be fully realized. Essex loved Marlon Riggs, a talented filmmaker who understood and shared his struggles. Their love was passionate and full of hope, but tragedy struck AIDS, societal stigma, and the silence of the world ultimately shattered the bond they shared. When Marlon passed away in 1994, Essex Hemphill sank into profound loneliness, with physical and emotional pain becoming an inseparable part of his life. His poetry grew darker, heavier, and steeped in despair. Instead of seeking comfort from those around him, he continued to write, expressing emotions that words alone could never capture. On the 4th of November 1995, Essex passed away at the age of 38, in solitude and poverty. No one was by his side. No farewell words were spoken, only unfinished works and incomplete poems remain. These works not only reflected Essex's personal anguish, but also became a voice for the suffering of the LGBTQ+ community during a time of immense hardship and societal prejudice. Essex Hemphill's story is a lesson in love, loss, and resilience through life's darkest moments. It stands as a testament to the power of art to convey profound emotions and untold stories, while also reminding us of lives and loves that were never fully recognized, people whom society chose to reject. Marsha P. Johnson, a prominent icon of the LGBTQ+ movement and a tireless advocate for the rights and dignity of marginalized communities, dedicated her life to relentless activism. Born in 1945, Marsha was not only a transgender woman but also a founder of the Gay Liberation Front and the Street Transvestite Action Revolutionary Star in the 1960 Seconds. Alongside Sylvia Rivera, she fought to defend the rights of transgender people, sex workers, and those abandoned by society. Despite facing constant discrimination, Marsha always carried optimism and a deep love for her community. Yet behind that radiant smile and unwavering courage were lonely nights and the pain of being marginalized by society. Though a fighter and a pioneer, Marsha's life was far from easy. Years of struggling in poverty, enduring harassment from the police, and facing societal rejection were inseparable from her story. On the night of the 6th of July 1992, Marsha P. Johnson mysteriously disappeared. Her body was later found floating in the Hudson River near the Christopher Street Pier, a landmark of New York's LGBTQ+ community. While her death was officially ruled a suicide, many believe she was murdered because of her bold activism and tireless efforts to defend the community's rights. The wounds and unanswered questions surrounding her death left a lasting, profound mystery. Marsha P. Johnson was not only abandoned by society, but also by those who should have protected her. Her death was more than the loss of an icon. It serves as a stark reminder that the struggle for LGBTQ+ rights continues and that true recognition is still far from achieved. Marsha will always remain a warrior in the hearts of the community and a hero to those who fight for freedom and equality. Her story stands as a powerful lesson in strength, resilience, and courage in a world filled with hardships and obstacles. Whitney Houston, a powerhouse voice in pop and R&B, was celebrated for her extraordinary talent and timeless hits that left an unforgettable mark on music history. Yet her life was not just filled with dazzling success, it was also a journey of turbulence and pain, where even fame and achievement could not shield her from the ghosts of her past. Whitney Houston's turbulent relationship with her ex-husband Bobby Brown, the speculation surrounding her close friendship with Robin Crawford, and unanswered questions about her sexual orientation made her a target of scrutiny and isolation in the entertainment industry. Despite standing at the pinnacle of fame, she faced personal storms beyond her control. By the early 2000s, compounded by financial struggles and instability, Whitney sank deeper into addiction, which severely impacted her career and health. Her sudden death on the 11th of February 2012, at the age of 48, at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, shocked the world. She was found in a bathtub, and the official cause of death was ruled accidental drowning. Yet rumors continued to circulate. Many questioned the circumstances of Whitney Houston's death, suggesting possible conspiracies within the music industry aimed at silencing her or preventing her from revealing secrets she might have known. Her passing was not only the loss of a legendary voice, but also a symbol of loneliness and unresolved mysteries. From soaring glory to heartbreaking tragedy, Whitney Houston's life remains a haunting story, one that time alone may reveal in full. Hollywood has long built an enchanting world, one where stars shine with flawless smiles and lives that seem picture-perfect. But behind the spotlight and all that glamour lies a truth few have ever dared to speak. Many of the industry's most iconic figures once had to hide their true black heritage just to survive and succeed. From silver screen legends to celebrated music divas, they lived double lives, enduring discrimination and prejudice in an industry built on illusion. What are these hidden stories? And what happens when the truth finally comes to light? In today's video, we'll uncover the shocking stories of 10 Hollywood stars you probably never knew were actually black. Get ready to explore these untold truths that will forever change the way you see Hollywood. If you believe the truth deserves to be recognized, drop a 1-inch the comments. If you don't, leave a 0. We want to hear what you think. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel so we can keep bringing you more real and inspiring stories. Now, let's jump right into today's story. Before becoming the songbird supreme known for her incredible voice, Mariah Carey was a young girl caught between two worlds, not fully accepted as white, and not completely embraced by the black community either. Born on the 27th of March 1969 in Huntington, New York, Mariah is the daughter of Alfred Roy Carey, an African-American and Venezuelan aerospace engineer, and Patricia Hickey, an Irish opera singer. Growing up in the suburbs during the 1970 seconds, her mixed background made her family a target for discrimination. Mariah's childhood was anything but easy. She experienced moments when rocks were thrown through her windows and classmates asked hurtful questions like, "What are you?" Feeling isolated and out of place, she struggled to find where she truly belonged in a world that didn't seem to understand her. Music became her safe haven, the one place where she could express herself freely and discover her true voice. For years, Mariah stayed silent, confined by the image the industry built around her for profit. But the numbers spoke louder than any label ever could. Between 1990 and 2000, she scored 19 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, second only to the Beatles. Her albums Music Box 1993 and Daydream 1995 each sold over 20 million copies, breaking racial barriers and redefining success in the music world. The real turning point came in the early 2000s, when Mariah began to fully embrace her roots. In a heartfelt interview with Oprah Winfrey, she shared, "My father is black. That's who I am, and I'm proud of it." Her words not only surprised many, but also forced the public to confront how the entertainment industry had long whitewashed artists to fit its image. But behind all the fame and glamour, producers worked to commercialize Mariah's image, lightening her skin in photos, straightening her naturally curly hair, and promoting her as a global pop sensation rather than a woman of mixed heritage. During the 1990 seconds, mainstream radio was still dominated by white artists, and an internal Columbia Records memo revealed concerns that if Mariah openly embraced her black identity, it might hurt her global marketability. Her photos were edited to make her appear lighter, and she was even discouraged from attending events that celebrated black artists. From an early age, Mariah sang alongside her mother during piano practice, discovering her love for music and performance. By high school, she was already writing her own songs, dreaming of the day her voice could express who she truly was, beyond how the world saw her. That moment came in 1990, when Columbia Records signed her after a label executive heard her powerful demo. Her debut single, Vision of Love, shot straight to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, marking the arrival of a one-of-a-kind voice that would soon take over the world. From having to hide her true identity, Mariah grew into a symbol of resilience and authenticity, inspiring countless multicultural artists who came after her. With over 200 million records sold, 5 Grammy Awards, and a musical legacy that continues to endure, she isn't just the voice of a generation, she's living proof that staying true to yourself can triumph over artificial glamour. Her journey shows that, despite prejudice, it's possible to carve out your own meaningful path in life and take pride in who you really are. Long before the civil rights movement had its anthem, Lena Horne was already singing it. Born on the 30th of June 1917, in Brooklyn, New York, Lena began performing at just 16 at the legendary Cotton Club in Harlem. With her striking beauty and rich velvety voice, she quickly won over audiences and secured her place as a rising star in the entertainment world. Lena Horne's contract came with a humiliating restriction. Her scenes could be cut whenever a film played in the South. In the 1943 movie Cabin in the Sky, her performance of Ain't It the Truth was removed in Southern theaters simply because theater owners didn't think white audiences should see a black woman as a star. But Lena didn't respond with anger. She met injustice with grace and defiance. During World War II, she volunteered to perform for U.S. troops, only to walk out when she saw black soldiers forced to sit behind a rope barrier. She famously declared, "I won't sing for an audience segregated by race." Her stand led to her being blacklisted on several military tours, yet she never gave in to pressure, standing firm in her principles. Lena Horne wasn't just an extraordinary singer, she was also a powerful voice for black rights. She became an active member of the NAACP and took part in the 1963 March on Washington, standing alongside Martin Luther King Jr. and declaring, "They tried to push me out, pay me less, and hold me back, but I'm still here." Her resilience made her a living icon, not only in music but in the fight for equality. Musically, she achieved tremendous success with timeless hits like Stormy Weather and The Lady. Over her career, she earned 4 Grammy Awards, including a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1989. While Hollywood never gave her the leading roles she deserved, Lena Horne carved out a legacy to be proud of, breaking every barrier the film industry put in her way. In 1942, Lena Horne made history as the first black woman to sign a long-term contract with MGM Studios. This was a groundbreaking achievement at a time when Hollywood mostly relegated black actors to supporting roles like servants, nannies, or comic relief. But even with this milestone, Lena faced strict limitations. MGM executives admired her elegance and talent, yet worried about racial reactions. Her light skin was considered safe enough to appeal to white audiences, but still too light for Southern theaters, where segregation remained deeply entrenched. Lena Horne passed away in 2010 at the age of 92, leaving behind a legacy of art, courage, and dignity. She didn't just open doors, she broke them down, showing that no black artist should ever apologize for shining too brightly. Her voice was the sound of a woman who refused to quietly fade into history, always fighting to make her brilliance seen and heard by the world. In the dazzling 1,930 seconds, when movies became America's hope during the Great Depression, Clark Gable emerged as the ultimate symbol of masculine perfection. Born on the 1st of February 1901 in Cadiz, Ohio, his journey from a poor boy to a Hollywood superstar seemed like something out of a fairy tale. But behind Gable's flawless exterior were secrets and rumors that could have ruined his career. During an era of strict racial segregation, whispers about his African American and Native American ancestry spread quickly, a scandalous claim in a society where racial purity often determined success. To protect one of MGM's brightest stars, the studio quickly buried the truth, creating a new narrative, that of a strong, heroic white man. Even as Hollywood's king, Clark Gable faced immense pressures from prejudice. Some casting directors reportedly rejected him for being not white enough, while tabloid newspapers labeled him crude, adding to the contradictions that defined his career. After the tragic loss of his wife in a plane crash in 1942, Gable enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Corps and flew 5 bombing missions over Germany, a courageous choice for a 40-year-old. President Franklin D. Roosevelt even called him a star who brought courage into the battle. Yet Gable's life remained a paradox. One of Hollywood's biggest stars, living under the constant shadow of racial prejudice. While his heritage was never officially confirmed or denied, it became part of Hollywood lore, a story that has never been forgotten. Gable's actions didn't just surprise people, they earned him lasting respect from Hattie McDaniel, who later said, "He treated me as an equal, not as a maid." But even with Gable standing up for justice, Hollywood remained steeped in discrimination. At the premiere of Gone with the Wind in Atlanta, McDaniel was banned from attending because of segregation laws. Gable was furious and initially refused to go, but McDaniel persuaded him, saying, "You have to be there for all of us." The event laid bare the hypocrisy of the film industry, where one of the most famous movies ever made was built on a foundation of racial inequality. Even when threatened by powerful forces, Clark Gable never lost his dignity. While filming the legendary Gone with the Wind 1939, he developed a close friendship with Hattie McDaniel, the first black actress to win an Oscar. When Gable learned that McDaniel wasn't allowed to use the same restroom as the white actors, he took a bold stand. He smashed the colored-only sign and declared that he wouldn't continue filming unless Hattie was allowed to use the same restroom as everyone else. Above all, Clark Gable's legacy is one of humanity and courage. He showed that even in a world riddled with racial prejudice, a man could stand up to defend dignity and justice. Gable's legacy isn't just his charm or charisma, it's a reminder that sometimes, even Hollywood's brightest stars are forced to wear invisible masks. In the 1,950 seconds when America was still struggling with deep racial segregation, Dorothy Dandridge rose as a symbol of elegance, talent, and determination. Born on the 9th of November 1922 in Cleveland, Ohio, she began performing at a very young age alongside her sister Vivian in the group Wonder Children. They performed in nightclubs and eventually moved to Los Angeles to appear at the famous Cotton Club, a venue where black performers mesmerized white audiences but were not allowed to sit with them. From the very start, Dorothy drew attention for her poise and striking beauty, though her black skin often made her a target of prejudice. Despite her many accomplishments, Dorothy Dandridge continued to face unseen struggles. In a 1955 interview, she openly said, "If I were white, I would have a stack of scripts waiting at my door." Yet she refused to fit into the narrow mold Hollywood had set for black performers. Dorothy wanted to pave the way for other women, not just be a pretty face on screen. Still, the harsh reality of racial discrimination eventually led her into financial hardship. Contracts dried up, roles disappeared, and she was left struggling with debt while performing in small clubs to make ends meet. On the 8th of September 1965, Dorothy was found dead in her Los Angeles apartment. The coroner ruled her death as a drug overdose. She passed away at just 42, leaving a profound void in the hearts of her fans and a legacy of both brilliance and resilience. Hollywood admired Dorothy Dandridge's beauty, but her skin color was still a barrier. Directors pressured her to wear lighter makeup, and studios turned her down for lead roles, saying she was too dark for white audiences. During a famous audition for The King and I, a producer bluntly told her, "She's too black." Despite her fame, Dorothy faced relentless racial discrimination in the film industry. Tabloids focused more on her love life than her artistic achievements, and her secret relationship with Otto Preminger, a powerful white director, caused a scandal that hurt her career. Critics often called Dorothy Dandridge the Lamar of the black community, a nickname that brought respect but also highlighted the challenges and prejudice she faced. Everything changed in 1954 when she starred in Carmen Jones, directed by Otto Preminger. This role made her the first black woman ever nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress and marked a major breakthrough in her career, though it came with a high personal cost. Dorothy Dandridge's death was a tremendous loss, but it also served as a reminder that Hollywood can lift you up one day and cast you aside the next. Yet her indomitable spirit continues to live on in the hearts of those who followed. When Halle Berry won the Academy Award for Best Actress in 2002, she couldn't hold back her tears, saying, "This award is for Dorothy Dandridge." Dorothy's short but brilliant life became an inspiring example for all black actresses, those who not only accepted what Hollywood offered but also demanded more. Thank you for watching. If you agree with Dorothy Dandridge's story, drop a 1-inch the comments below. If you don't, leave a 0. We want to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Now, let's keep going and explore what happens next in today's video. Before becoming one of Hollywood's highest-paid movie stars, Dwayne Douglas Johnson was just a boy born in Hayward, California, with both Samoan and black heritage. Born on the 2nd of May 1972, he grew up looking up to his father, Rocky Johnson, who broke racial barriers in professional wrestling. A black man from Nova Scotia, Rocky became one of the first black champions in the WWF during the 1,970 seconds, competing in legendary arenas like Madison Square Garden. But he didn't just face opponents in the ring, he also had to confront racial prejudice. Hollywood wasn't easy for Dwayne Johnson at first either. In 2001, when he starred as the Scorpion King, rumors circulated that his skin tone had been lightened on the movie poster to appeal to European audiences. Some critics even questioned whether a non-white actor could carry a global blockbuster, but Dwayne refused to let that stop him. In an interview with ESPN, he said, "My father, Rocky Johnson, bled to pave the way for others. I will never deny who I am." His words made an impact. The film went on to break box office records, earning $36 million in its opening weekend and making Johnson the highest-earning new actor in history. Dwayne's mother, Atavia, was the daughter of legendary Samoan wrestler Peter Maivia, connecting him to a famous wrestling family. Despite this extraordinary lineage, Dwayne's childhood was far from easy. Growing up in a predominantly white area, he was often bullied for his skin color and unique name. He once shared, "I never fully belonged anywhere. Not white enough, not black enough, and not fully Samoan." His family faced hard times, even being evicted from their home in Hawaii. As a young man, Dwayne Johnson made mistakes and was even arrested for minor offenses. But those challenges helped shape the inner strength that would define him. Although he was born into a family of wrestlers, he wasn't immediately a star in the ring. When he debuted in 1996 as Rocky Maivia, audiences reacted harshly, calling him a fake, someone who didn't fully belong to any culture. Critics predicted he would fade into obscurity, but Dwayne refused to quit. He reinvented himself as The Rock, a clever, humorous, self-aware anti-hero who turned ridicule into a powerful brand. By the early 2000s, The Rock had become a WWF icon, winning 10 world championships and helping the company reach new heights. Since then, Dwayne Johnson has built an empire with roles in the Fast and Furious franchise, Jumanji, and even a sitcom based on his life, Young Rock. His current net worth exceeds $800 million, not because he conformed to Hollywood standards, but because he made authenticity his brand. Throughout his journey, Dwayne has proudly honored his Samoan and Black heritage, displaying Polynesian tattoos on his chest, and frequently speaking about his father in interviews. His message is clear. Identity is not a burden, it's a strength. Dwayne's story is more than just personal success. It's a testament to the power of staying true to yourself in an industry that once demanded hiding your roots. True strength comes from fiercely protecting your identity and turning adversity into a stepping stone for greatness. A doctor suddenly lost his position. A crucial file vanished, and a full medical evaluation was reduced down to only 2 cold, simple words: pneumonia. But what actually happened behind those closed doors? What did that physician truly discover inside Diane Keaton's body? And why did he say, "This truth will haunt the world forever"? Before we begin this journey to explore the final mystery surrounding Diane Keaton's story, prepare yourself, because what you're about to hear may leave a chill running down your spine. In the lower levels of Cedars-Sinai Hospital, the morgue sat in complete stillness, illuminated only by the harsh fluorescent light reflecting off a stainless steel table, and on that table, a body rested beneath a white sheet. No one realized that within moments, that silence would shatter, along with a mystery the world was never prepared to face. Comment 1 if you feel compassion for Diane Keaton, or 0 if you see it differently. And if you're ready to step into this story, hit like and subscribe, because we're about to uncover every chilling detail hidden beneath that sheet. Doctors described Diane Keaton's body as always teetering between recovery and decline, between life and collapse. Those who saw her in her final years echoed the same observation. Diane had changed. In photographs taken at her Los Angeles home, her skin appeared nearly translucent, pale, catching the light like silver foil. Her manager noted that she wore gloves even indoors, as if the air itself could harm her skin. A UCLA dermatologist, reviewing the images, suggested the reaction was consistent with extreme light sensitivity, a known response in certain immune system conditions following prolonged ultraviolet exposure. Yet the story didn't end with her skin. In her memoir, Then Again, Keaton revealed that at 25, she had battled bulimia, a silent disorder that slowly ravaged her body. "I ate to fill the emptiness, then punished myself," she wrote. For 5 years, she lived in a hidden cycle of guilt behind the glamour of Annie Hall. While Hollywood celebrated thinness, Keaton became one of the first voices to speak openly about that fear. Bulimia doesn't just affect teeth or the stomach. It can leave lasting marks on the nervous and immune systems. An aging specialist at UCLA explained in Los Angeles Medical Review, individuals with a history of bulimia may experience faster physical decline when facing respiratory illnesses. They often respond poorly to antibiotics and are at higher risk for lung complications. Public medical records show that in 2023, Diane was briefly hospitalized for chronic acute bronchitis, yet she recovered far more quickly than expected. In the months that followed, her breathing gradually weakened, and she began using supplemental oxygen at night. Still, at film premieres and fashion events, she appeared radiant, occasionally coughing but deftly avoiding questions about her health. "Just a slight cold," she would say, offering a tight-lipped smile. During the autopsy, her lungs revealed small lesions and dilated blood vessels, subtle signs of tissue repeatedly damaged and in the process of healing. One doctor later remarked, "Her body seemed to have been fighting for too long, not just against illness, but against itself." While the official report listed pneumonia as the cause of death, no one who examined her lungs believed that infection alone had been fatal. It was as if her body had exhausted itself, like a machine pushed beyond its limits for half a century. The most striking detail appeared at the end of the preliminary report. A sample from the right middle lobe was annotated with a brief line: "Unidentified clusters of abnormal cells." These words never appeared in public records. They only emerged through a leaked screenshot circulating among hospital staff. A lab technician later revealed that the sample had vanished from the system just 3 days after it was logged. No copy, no signature. CBS News cited an anonymous source reporting that the supervising pathologist voluntarily resigned that same weekend. When reached for comment, he responded briefly via email. "Some bodily reactions cannot be described medically. I am not authorized to discuss further." Experts later told Vanity Fair that the unusual cell clusters could suggest an extremely rare autoimmune condition in which lung cells restructure their genetic sequences, making them unrecognizable to the immune system. Similar phenomena had been documented in studies at Stanford, but never in elderly patients. Strangely, when questioned, Cedars-Sinai representatives insisted that no sample had been lost, yet they refused to provide storage codes. In medicine, such silence can be far more unsettling than any explanation. A doctor familiar with Diane quietly told Vanity Fair, "Her body reacted as if it was still resisting, as if it didn't want to stop." The words left the room in stunned silence. The deeper they delved into her medical records, the more apparent it became. Diane Keaton's body hadn't simply succumbed naturally. It had fought. It had tried to renew itself, to persist in ways that no one could fully comprehend. With her complex medical history spanning skin cancer, unusual immune responses, and long-hidden disorders, Diane Keaton's passing was anything but straightforward. It became an unsolved puzzle in medicine, a cascade of mysterious biological reactions that could be observed but not fully explained. Some doctors argued it was simply the result of old age. Yet within the missing records and sealed tissue samples, something deeper lingered. Something that led many to believe Diane Keaton's death wasn't merely caused by illness, but that her body itself orchestrated an ending no one could decipher. And from those unanswered questions, new theories and hypotheses began to emerge. From UCLA's laboratories to whispered conversations echoing through the halls of Los Angeles hospitals, speculation swirled about what truly happened inside Diane Keaton's body. These were hypotheses no one dared voice openly. After the autopsy, Cedars-Sinai remained entirely silent. No statements, no press conferences, no additional notes appended to her medical records. 3 days later, every newspaper printed the same line word for word. Cause of death: bacterial pneumonia. A neat, concise conclusion, as if everything that had unfolded was nothing more than an administrative formality. But within Los Angeles's medical community, that silence felt colder than the news of her passing. A doctor involved in the tissue analysis quietly told The Guardian, "The signs on her body don't match ordinary pneumonia. There's something else, something beyond typical medical description." Those faint words, easily drowned out by obituary headlines, sparked unspoken theories among those who had glimpsed Keaton's records. Slowly, whispers began to circulate through hospital corridors and coffee shops near Beverly Grove. 3 theories emerged, like 3 puzzle pieces no one dared to put together. The first theory centers on a slow autoimmune reaction, an extremely rare disorder in which the immune system turns on the body itself. According to a leaked UCLA lab report, in her final days, Diane Keaton displayed signs resembling a condition known as autoimmune pulmonary necrosis, where the lungs are damaged from within without any presence of bacteria or viruses. In theory, her lung tissue may have been attacked by her own white blood cells, leading to rapid respiratory failure without any external infection. This condition is exceptionally rare and can occur when the immune system becomes uncontrolled, targeting the body's own cells, particularly the lungs, instead of protecting them. Do you think a rare autoimmune reaction could explain the mysterious death of Diane Keaton? Comment 1 if you agree, or 0 if you think another explanation is more likely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us as we explore medical mysteries that have never been revealed. This kind of damage often goes unnoticed at first, because early symptoms can mimic common illnesses like pneumonia, leading to misdiagnosis. Experts suggest that while Diane Keaton showed no clear signs of external infection, physiological indicators such as rapid respiratory decline and unusual changes in tissue cells pointed to an abnormal process within her body. Doctors note that once the body begins to attack itself, natural defense mechanisms can spiral into disorder, causing irreversible damage to vital organs. This is more than a medical event. It is a situation where the immune system no longer recognizes its own cells as part of the body. A medical resident told Variety Health that Diane collapsed suddenly, without any warning signs. Prior to the event, she showed no symptoms of fever, pain, swelling, or visible skin abnormalities. Her vital signs plummeted abruptly, leaving doctors with almost no time to intervene. Remarkably, during the final 24 hours of her life, Diane remained fully conscious and mentally alert. She continued conversing with those around her, reading news updates on her iPad, and even smiled while rewatching an old interview of herself, creating the impression that everything was perfectly normal right up to the very end. However, Diane's condition deteriorated rapidly soon after. Her blood oxygen levels plummeted, her pulse weakened, and her heartbeat became irregular. Despite all efforts to stabilize her, the sudden systemic collapse proved irreversible. Many experts later suggested that this chain reaction could have been the cumulative effect of decades of intensive medical treatments, strict dietary regimens, prolonged exposure to bright lights, and the use of immune-stimulating medications. According to them, these combined factors may have gradually overwhelmed Diane's body, ultimately culminating in its complete breakdown during her final moments. A UCLA researcher remarked, "Her body seemed like a system that had fought for too long. That defense mechanism had once protected her from illness, but eventually it turned inward and destroyed everything." The final photos of Diane, taken at her Beverly Hills home in September 2025, became images no one wanted to revisit. Her face appeared gaunt, her skin thin and fragile like paper, her eyes deeply sunken. It was hardly the look of someone suffering from pneumonia alone. A respiratory specialist noted that this was the typical appearance of a terminal immunocompromised patient, the body weakened, yet the mind painfully alert. The second theory reaches back 40 years, to when Diane Keaton was at the height of her career and still believed that light itself could heal. In 1981, Diane underwent phototherapy for basal cell carcinoma, an experimental treatment at the time, hailed in Hollywood as an aesthetic breakthrough. Records from the California Dermatology Institute indicate she completed at least 7 high-intensity ultraviolet sessions over 2 years. Each time, she lay still beneath the green and white lights, her skin coated in a specialized photosensitive solution, her body heating under the treatment. A treating physician later told Los Angeles Medical Review she reacted intensely from the very first session. Her skin turned bright red, blistered even, yet she insisted on continuing. She said, "If it can save me from scars, I can bear it." In the public eye, she had recovered, but the impact on her body was far more complex. However, the light treatment acted like a double-edged sword. leaving subtle genetic changes that could not be measured at the time. More than 40 years later, a research team at Stanford identified a phenomenon called photomutation, a form of DNA disruption caused by cumulative ultraviolet exposure in tissue, capable of spreading through the bloodstream to other organs, including the lungs. Coincidentally, Diane had participated in a UCLA study examining immune system changes in patients with a history of skin cancer, a report that was never published. An anonymous pathology technician told NBC News, her lung cells reacted like skin tissue exposed to light, as if her body remembered the exposure. This seemingly impossible detail oddly corresponded with the autopsy findings. Her lung tissue faintly glowed under blue light, a phenomenon doctors described as bioluminescence, a photochemical reaction still active in her cells. If accurate, it suggested that light, which had once saved Diane Keaton, may have literally returned to touch her final breath. The final theory, perhaps the most plausible, yet hardest to prove, involves drug metabolism. Cedars-Sinai's treatment records indicate that Diane was prescribed a broad-spectrum antibiotic in her last week, yet blood tests revealed an extremely low concentration of the drug, almost negligible. Experts suggest this could have been a direct consequence of a digestive disorder she had suffered from during her 20s, affecting how her body absorbed medication even decades later. In the past few years, some of the world's most stunning child stars have completely taken over the internet, winning millions of hearts before they were even old enough to understand fame. From unforgettable magazine covers to viral photos that spread across social media in seconds, their striking looks amazed people everywhere. But here's the big question now that they've grown up. Do they still have that same charm and star power? Are they still captivating fans? Or has the spotlight moved on? Get ready to take a closer look at the incredible transformations of these once famous kids and find out where life has taken them since. This isn't just about how they've changed on the outside, but also about the fascinating, sometimes surprising journeys that have shaped who they've become today. Thanks for watching today's video, everyone. If you agree that growing up changes how we see beauty, drop a 1-inch in the comments below. If you disagree, leave a 0. Sit back, enjoy the video, and don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button to support our channel. Now, let's dive into today's story together. Sharbat Gula, the girl with eyes that made the whole world pause, had no name back then. She didn't say a single word, yet her eyes told 1,000 stories. In 1984, inside a refugee camp in Pakistan, a young girl with piercing green eyes looked straight into the camera of photographer Steve McCurry. That one moment turned into history, a photograph so powerful it became one of the most iconic magazine covers ever. The world knew her only as the Afghan girl. No one knew her real name, where she came from, or whether she was even still alive. For 17 years, her identity was a mystery, but her face was impossible to forget. That piercing gaze on the cover of National Geographic in June 1985 became a symbol of displacement, strength, and the human cost of war. In 2002, Steve McCurry set out on a mission to find her, and he did. Her name was Sharbat Gula. She remembered that day. She remembered the photograph, but not giving permission for it to be taken. That haunting image, the only photo of her for nearly 2 decades, wasn't a fairy tale. It was a story of survival, of a life marked by war and the burden of unwanted fame. Then, in 2016, her name made headlines again, this time for being arrested over a fake Pakistani ID card, a desperate attempt to build some kind of stability after years of exile. The girl once celebrated for her beauty is now caught in a web of bureaucracy and hardship. So, what happens when the whole world recognizes your face but knows nothing about the pain behind it? Sharbat Gula's story serves as a powerful reminder that behind every viral image lies a real human being, raw, vulnerable, and far from perfect. You've probably seen her face thousands of times on jars, boxes, and ads all over the world, yet you've never known her name. Long before Instagram babies or TikTok toddlers took over the internet, one little girl unknowingly became the face of a billion-dollar brand. Back in 1927, when Ann Turner Cook was just 4 months old, her neighbor, artist Dorothy Hope Smith, sketched her soft, cherubic face in pencil, not realizing that simple drawing would soon become legendary. A year later, Gerber announced a contest to find the perfect face for their new line of baby food. Dorothy Hope Smith entered her unfinished sketch with a simple note, "If chosen, I'll finish it." But Gerber didn't want any changes. They loved it exactly as it was. The charming pencil drawing of a baby with wide eyes and a playful smile soon became Gerber's iconic logo. By 1931, the image was officially trademarked, yet the baby's identity stayed a mystery for decades. People speculated endlessly about who the Gerber baby could be. Some guessed a Hollywood child, others imagined a baby from a royal family. It wasn't until 1978 that the truth came out. The Gerber baby was Ann Turner Cook, a retired English teacher living a quiet life in Florida. From grocery store shelves to global recognition, she had become an unexpected icon. She passed away in 2022, leaving behind a timeless symbol of innocence that spanned generations. Though she swapped the spotlight for a life of books, her legacy lives on a reminder that sometimes the most iconic faces belong to people we hardly know. Anastasia Bazova, the Russian child supermodel, rose to fame at just 8 years old. She's not only a fashion model, but has also redefined what it means to own the camera. Born in Russia, Anastasia became one of the most in-demand child models in Europe before she even hit middle school. With her striking features, confident presence, and a portfolio bigger than many adult models, she's more than just a runway sensation. Anastasia has also made waves in lifestyle, sports, and editorial work, proving that her powerful on-camera presence can captivate some of the world's biggest brands. Armani, Benetton, and Harper's Bazaar are just a few of the big names she's worked with. Flip through the pages of Baby Marlene magazine, and you'll see the 8-year-old looking every bit like a young fashion icon. But Anastasia wasn't satisfied with being just the face of a generation. She wanted more. By the time she was 13, she had set her sights on acting, ready to take on a whole new stage. Her breakout role came as Kiara in After You're Gone, a Russian film that showed her talent went far beyond the runway. Audiences were drawn not just to her beauty, but to her quiet intensity and commanding presence on screen. Unlike many child stars who fade with time, Anastasia is only just getting started. Whether in front of the camera or exploring new creative avenues behind it, she's not just growing up, she's evolving. She asked millions of kids, "Can you say that with me?" And we all did. As the voice of Dora the Explorer, Fatima Pacek isn't just part of a cartoon, she's part of the childhood of an entire generation. Bright, curious, and fearless, her voice brought one of the most beloved animated characters to life. But behind the microphone, Fatima is more than just a voice actress. Growing up in New York, she balanced scripts, school, and fame from an age when most kids were still learning to tie their shoes. Even as a gymnastics model with a jam-packed schedule, she remains calm, grounded, and effortlessly captivating, her voice resonating in homes all around the world. As Fatima grew up, the world around her grew louder and more chaotic. At 17, she found herself in the spotlight for less flattering reasons. She was caught vaping in a school bathroom, which led to a 3-day suspension. While no laws were broken, the incident was a clear reminder that growing up in the public eye comes with no guidebook. But this mistake didn't define her. Fatima kept pursuing her acting career, and now she wasn't just giving life to an animated character, she was shaping her own story, one choice at a time. After all, Even Dora has to stop exploring eventually and start discovering who she really is. Jade Weber, the girl who seemed to step straight out of a fairy tale to shine on the runway, quickly became a star you just can't forget. Born in 2005 Hong Kong, Jade wasn't discovered the usual way. There was no glamorous big break, just a gentle, graceful girl of French descent whose striking features made every frame she appeared in absolutely come alive. With the support of her two older brothers, Jade's family moved to Los Angeles, and she immediately stepped into the modeling world. Levi's, Old Navy, H&M. Forever 21, she was everywhere. Her natural poses and maturity beyond her years made her impossible to ignore. But it wasn't just still photos that highlighted her charm. Fans of Hayden Summerall might remember her from the cover of the song I Can't Feel My Face. At just 10 years old, Jade owned the stage with her energy and effortless style. That video became a turning point, sparking curiosity about this rising star. Now signed with LA Model's youth division, Jade isn't just modeling, she's taking on a variety of roles and exploring everything the industry has to offer. She's acting, traveling, building a growing social media following, and somehow still trying to keep a normal teenage life. With her graceful looks and ever-expanding talents, the future is undeniably bright. Jade Weber isn't just growing up, she's becoming a star you won't forget. And there's something about her that makes it clear she's only just getting started on this journey. Joey King wasn't a natural-born star, she had to work hard to earn her place in Hollywood. From being a cute little girl in over 100 commercials, Joey proved she was a powerful force in the entertainment industry. She started acting at just 4 years old, and while other kids were still pretending, Joey was memorizing lines and reading scripts like a seasoned professional. Her first big break came with a guest role on Disney's The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. At only 7 years old, she captured the hearts of audiences and caught the attention of casting directors everywhere. Soon after, Joey landed the lead role in Ramona and Bezos, where she dazzled audiences with her charm and comedic talent. But she wasn't content being typecast in sweet, safe roles. Joey pushed herself with complex characters, intense scenes, and daring choices. Her powerhouse performance as Gypsy Rose Blanchard in The Act left critics and audiences stunned, earning her an Emmy nomination. She proved she was more than just a cute child actress. She has a clear vision for her career. And Joey hasn't stopped at acting. She's also stepping into producing, taking creative control, and shaping her own path in the industry. From starring in The Kissing Booth to tackling horror films shot in South Africa, Joey King has faced countless challenges and built an impressive resume. From snack food commercials to show-stopping performances at award shows, she's proven she's far more than a child star. She's a true force in Hollywood. And if her journey so far is any indication, this is only the beginning. Meet Megan and Morgan Boyd, the stunning twin sisters from Philadelphia, known everywhere as the True Blue Twins. What makes them so special? Their rare, deep blue eyes that seem to glow against their warm brown skin. The world can't take its eyes off them, even their own mother admires their unique beauty. Such beauty doesn't come around often. Megan and Morgan never sought fame. Their natural standout charm simply drew global attention. When their mother began sharing their photos on Instagram, the internet went wild. One of the twins even has heterochromia, one eye blue, the other brown, giving her an enchanting, almost fairy tale-like appearance. But their eyes aren't the only thing that sets them apart. Megan and Morgan are young fashion enthusiasts with a natural knack for posing and a distinctive sense of style. They rock custom-designed, sporty outfits, create stunning photos, and have already built a huge fan base. On the streets, they turn heads wherever they go, looking every bit like stars in the entertainment world. Even at such a young age, They understand how fame and talent can be a form of self-expression. The real question isn't if Megan and Morgan will dominate the modeling world, it's when they'll become major icons in the industry. Meet Anastasia Chiazza, the girl with mesmerizing blue eyes and striking beauty who's taking the internet by storm. Imagine being called the most beautiful girl in the world before even losing your baby teeth. That's Anastasia Naiva's story. This child model from Moscow, Russia, captured hearts online from the age of 6. With her soul-piercing blue eyes and delicate doll-like features, it's no wonder millions can't look away. Anastasia began modeling at just 4, but it wasn't until 2015 that the world truly noticed her. Her photos went viral almost instantly, appearing in ad campaigns for popular Russian brands like Chubby Kids and I Am Special, and her Instagram exploded, gaining over 1 million followers seemingly overnight. What's the secret behind her captivating charm? Many say it's her big, bright blue eyes that pop against her glossy chestnut brown hair. Anastasia doesn't quite look like a real child, more like a living porcelain doll who leaves everyone in awe. The media has even called her the next blonde goddess, a rising child model icon from France. If she keeps climbing, Anastasia could surpass some of the most famous names in the industry. But despite all her fame, her story is only just beginning. Is Anastasia destined to become a fashion queen? Or is this just the first chapter of an even bigger fairy tale? Only time will tell. If you agree with her story, drop a 1-inch in the comments. If not, leave a 0. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Now, let's keep watching as her exciting journey unfolds. Diana Pentovich, the quiet beauty from Russia, took the fashion world by surprise. She never planned to become a model, but the camera had other ideas. Born in 2004, Diana wasn't discovered or groomed by fashion experts. It all began with a few casual photos her mother posted on a kid's fashion website. Soon enough, photographers started reaching out, and management agencies took notice. That's when a star began to rise. By the age of 7, Diana had already achieved something many spend years chasing: a natural presence and effortless charm that's simply impossible to look away from. She's not loud or flashy, yet she's incredibly captivating. Diana quickly rose to become one of Russia's top child models, working with big names like Loisel and Harper's Bazaar. Her signature look: long, flowing hair, serene eyes, and a maturity beyond her years sets her apart. While many others rely on elaborate outfits, Diana embodies effortless elegance, making her a true role model in the world of fashion. Unassuming, with a quiet yet undeniable beauty, Diana is now in her 20s and still turns heads wherever she goes. But the question remains: can someone who started so young continue to love and stay committed to such a demanding industry? So far, Diana shows no signs of slowing down. With her distinctive style and unwavering determination, she could very well redefine what longevity looks like in the modeling world. From an unexpected discovery to a global fashion influencer, Diana Pentovich proves that sometimes the stars you least expect shine the brightest. The legendary Prince of Darkness and pioneer of heavy metal, Ozzy Osbourne, left an unforgettable mark at 76. In the rock world, few names carry a legacy as powerful as his. Ozzy wasn't just an icon, he was a global phenomenon, loved and admired by generations of fans. In his final chapter, life slowed down far more than anyone could have imagined for such a larger-than-life figure. During those quiet days, the man once known for his wild, unpredictable energy stepped away from the spotlight and discovered peace beyond the pursuit of fame. In the end, Ozzy Osbourne's mind wasn't on the stage or the spotlight. His heart focused on one deeply personal wish, something only his wife, Sharon, could make real. It wasn't a fleeting thought, but a sincere desire that shaped his final days and brought him rare peace. If Ozzy's life or music has ever made you laugh, reflect, or feel inspired, Take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more moving stories. Comment 1 if you've ever felt connected to Ozzy's legacy, or 0 if you see it differently. Now, let's uncover the touching story behind that final wish and how it brought him comfort in those quiet moments. Just weeks later, the world said goodbye to Ozzy Osbourne, leaving behind not only a groundbreaking musical legacy, but also a life defined by chaos, triumph, and a farewell that touched millions worldwide. As his final chapter unfolded, Ozzy seemed to understand just how precious his remaining time had become. After years living with Parkinson's disease, his health had declined, and he knew the end was near. Through it all, one person remained steadfast by his side, his wife, Sharon Osbourne. She wasn't just his life partner, she was his closest friend and greatest source of strength. Sharon understood exactly what he was facing and never turned away, standing beside him through those quiet, challenging days and doing everything possible to ensure his final chapter was filled with love, peace, and dignity. Ozzy Osbourne's final chapter wasn't just a farewell, it was a testament to Sharon's unwavering devotion to the life they had shared. She endured the pain of watching her husband's strength fade with each passing day, yet never wavered in her promise to honor his wishes. With quiet courage and boundless love, Sharon stayed by Ozzy's side, guiding him through the hardest moments and helping him find peace in their journey together. Though Ozzy could no longer do what once defined him, his final days were